Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Pisces. Today is the 23rd of March when I do this reading, coming up to the eclipse. And the reason I'm doing the reading in the way that I am is to incorporate how individual signs are going through and maneuvering with this eclipse coming in on the 25th. So the spread that I'm using is a 6 cards spread instead of the usual 12 card that I do for the month. It is specific to bringing in that energy for the moon and to help you as an individual rather than banter between you and another person. This reading is based on you and how you maneuver through. How you see your situation does reflect off of the first card, because it's all about you, Pisces, and what you're going through and where you've been and what you're looking forward to in some cases. Depending on what card shows up, I can get as much information as that. But the first 3 cards is all about how you are dealing with your situation coming up to the moon in Libra on the 25th. And the second card is how Spirit is helping to bring you there and what advice Spirit is giving you in order to help you go through whatever it is you're going through in the first card. And then the third card is the potential outcome. So it's not written in stone. This is why there's a second layer that would show alternatives or potential alternatives to what you would choose or how you could maneuver or how Spirit is helping or what the outcome may be. I mean, again, it's tarot, so it's not set in stone. It's liable to change as we change our thoughts. The cards do actually change. So Pisces, I'm not feeling like this is too much of an ordeal for you. But then again, it depends on your birth chart. You may be going through a tumultuous time for some, and for others, this may just be another day where you don't even notice that there's an eclipse and you don't feel anything, because it's possible. And it's not everybody who's going to have a difficult time with the eclipse. Some of us not even going to feel anything until a few weeks or months after the eclipse, depending on your situation, where you're at. For the first card, Pisces, you're either in denial or you're holding back, or you're thinking a lot about what you want and where you want to go, and you're not telling anybody about it. If you have a situation going on where someone else is in denial, or you're feeling like you're not being told certain information, or you yourself, you're holding back on certain information. I have a bit of a cough, so I'm just going to pause for a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, so the second card is how Spirit is guiding you. There it is. So we're holding back on making a proposal. We're holding back because we want to propose, or we're in denial of a proposal that needs to come, or we don't want to talk about a proposal that Spirit is leading you to or guiding you towards. You have a deep love, and it's either being denied or being held back, or you're having a secret, or Spirit is guiding you to keep that love secret. Spirit will use us in the way that serves the higher good. Sometimes it is best not to talk about certain information, But here, there is a deep sense of love, and we're either not too sure. That we want to go forward. We're a little nervous in the sense where we're in a dilemma. Do we go? Do we not go? Should I? Shouldn't I? We're not too sure. Or we need more information before we can actually take that step forward. But Spirit is saying that it's okay. You're in love. You feel it. You go for it. You have the courage. You don't need to think too hard about it. But best advice that I could give is to wait. Allow the flux of this eclipse to at least happen, so that you don't rush into something and then all of a sudden you're surprised at the end where it doesn't work in your favor. Because if you're having second thoughts, or you're not really convinced that you should, then wait. Spirit is going to guide you towards the love and give you the courage that you need to speak up. So the right moment, you see, you're waiting for the right moment in some cases. Again, I don't feel any real flux in the energy with Pisces, so you could be just waiting for the right moment to make a proposal. Now we have as the third card. Again, this is potential outcome. We have the Three of Pentacles. So this is this wanting to make a proposal is based on efforts that were made in the past. So this is someone that you're thinking about, that you have had communication with, you've worked with, or you've had some exchange with. You've been recognized by the person, and you want to bring it to completion. Now again, it's a 3, so again, this is about exchange and dealing with a certain type of work where it was a partnership. So you had a working relationship of some form, and you want to develop that into more of a working relationship. Like you see the potential, you recognize a potential in having a proposal come or making that proposal. You see more work coming, and it is feeling like it is worthy of a proposal. In other words, like Spirit is guiding you to go there so that you could understand that it is worthy, because in any deck, the Three of Pentacles is being recognized for work that was done in the past to start with. On a positive end, it is having that reliance where you can fall back on and trust that it was worthy. The time that you did have with whomever, doing whatever, it is worthy. And that is, it could be in a past lifetime. It could be in your past, as in 3 months ago, 3 weeks ago, 3 days ago, 3 years ago. Again, it is about the past, coming back around and wanting now to go in deeper, because Spirit is saying that it's worthy of, you are worthy, it is worthy of your time, your effort. Again, it is the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. So it is a slow process to come into, sorry about that, it's a bit of an issue with my throat. It is a slow process, but being able to choose and taking the time to make the right choice, because you don't want to make a mistake here, because you know that once you go in, you're going in for the long haul. And so is he. He's working on that, making sure that he gets it right, that he makes the right choice. And I say he simply because it is a masculine energy for both the Knight and the King. And this is for the long term, and this is deep love. So this is not done. This is not a choice that's coming around, or a decision, I should say, that's coming around quite easily. It's a tough one. It's tough to choose because, well, for what we want, we know what we want, and we have that many options, and we want to make sure that everything is in the right place at the right time, and then that will just catapult the courage to move forward and have plans, make new plans, and start afresh. So there had to have been something with whomever you're dealing with that didn't go in the right way, and you're wanting to start up something new. Again, it's coming away from betrayals and having an apology for betrayals, and stepping up and taking back what was taken, in the sense where a relationship is based on what you've had in the past is what you're going to be talking about if you do have that conversation, because that's what you want to talk about. Or at least that's what somebody wants to talk about if you do have conversation, and then new plans will be made. Again, this is Spirit guiding you to have the courage to step forward and be honest. There's an apology and standing in the integrity. Again, it comes up to the King of Pentacles. So being very serious about starting up something new and making that effort to talk and apologize about everything that went on in the past, or what brought up to disagreements or betrayals of sorts, because we have a 15 when we add up these two. Again, that is dealing with the devil. So there was something that took place between you and the next person, and you will know where that's coming from, because it's all about having that mindset to being committed and healing that. You see, that stubbornness of having inertia, being bored and not sure of why, and feeling that it's always the same and things are not going in the way you want them to. Turning over that. See, this is where this Two of Swords come in, because you're thinking hard about it. All right. It's a question of going through the motions and knowing what you want, and stepping up and going over the details and really taking the time to see that you're waiting for the right moment to make that proposal. So let's see how this plays out now as the eclipse is coming up, because Spirit is giving you the green light that if you're in love and you're feeling that courage, to go for it, because what you've done in the past brings you to that level of you can make that offer. Okay, there we go. There's the Queen of Cups. So this coming out here is showing that she herself is a match for you. You see the King and the Queen, and being honest and transparent and having that sense of stability is where you're headed. This is what you're thinking about. This is the confirmation you're looking for. Scorpio, well, Scorpio had something similar. If you look at the Scorpio read, you'll see what I mean. It was just clear cut. You could be dealing with a Scorpio in that sense. It's another water sign, and having that sense of sensibility and wanting to make the offer and being honest. Again, we're not going to go into who's air sign and earth sign, and it really doesn't matter at this point. It's your situation, and if you know that you're into a relationship, or you want to get into a relationship, and you're waiting for that moment, and you want confirmation as to how that will go, it is going in the right way, because what you've done in the past is being remembered. It's being recognized. Your partner is on the same level as your depth of love. You both feel the same way about each other, even if you're not talking. You're not sharing that information, but intuitively you do feel it. You do feel the connection between you, and there is love there, and there is a chance to begin. Again, it's all potential, right? Okay, so let's just, again, these cards keep jumping out. It's justice, it's karmic justice. So to have that right timing coming in, again, there's a security involved, there's choices involved, there's a history of relationship that's been difficult, so you've had a difficult time, and you're both coming to terms with that, and if you're really worried or concerned that you're not going to get what you want, then just take a little more time. Wait it out. The best advice for this eclipse is to not do anything just yet. Just wait it out. Let the eclipse actually take place, and then see how you feel. If you want to approach your potential partner and make an offer, and if you feel right, then Spirit is guiding you that way. And if you don't feel right, then the best is to wait. Now, let's see the last three cards, because these are surplus cards here, but there is a karmic justice for the two of you to come together. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll put these cards, I think I'll just put them at the bottom here. It's just so we can see them. I know you can see this. So the last 3 cards as to where your mind is. Again, you want to come rushing in. If you're feeling that, I really want to talk, But then this becomes a 3 of Swords. So you may feel that you'll be disappointed because you're pushing it. You want to go too fast. So no, you wait it out. Just give yourself some time. And then Spirit's advice is there is a new beginning, to have the faith in that love. Okay, maybe you were fighting, maybe you were arguing, or you're thinking a lot about what you want to say. It's where you are. Maybe listening to this, you're getting that encouragement. I don't know. But just take it easy, because this guy runs pretty fast and talks pretty fast too. So sorry about that. Just hold on a little bit there, but have that faith that Spirit is guiding you. And the final outcome is a victory. So you will have that success. Again, you and Scorpio, you have that in common, where wherever you're headed with a relationship of whatever form it takes. This is for love. It's obvious. This is a loving relationship with the Queen. Making sure that justice is served and you get that security. And then we have the bottom of the deck, that determination to change the direction, and wanting to have that drive. You just have it. You don't want it. You have it. You're very passionate about the changes and ending up of a cycle and manifesting and moving on and coming back together for some of you. It's like you really want. You see it. You really want. Now, if there is a third-party situation that put this relationship into stalemate because karmic justice needs to be served and there was a bit of confusion, then that is where the honesty will come. And that is where the work that you've done in the past is reflected off of, to bring in that victory, so that this life is going to change and come to an end. And manipulation, if there was any, is finished, because you know what you want. You know that you're really holding back, and you're doing it because Spirit is guiding you to go in that direction. You see, because you are holding back, Spirit is saying you're worthy. You are worthy, and you need to take a leap of faith. You need to go face your partner to be, that potential partner, and have that discussion here about what took place in the past, and show that it will show that there will be a victory, because it does come in with a victory here, even if in the past there was probably ego attached to it, but then you have changed that drive to change and come to an end of a cycle and have that manifestation for higher understanding about what it is that you really want. And in love, you see where you want to go and bring back the balance and have a peace, make peace with the partnership. It's very positive. Pisces, you don't need to worry. If you're worried, then it's a good worry. It's to bring you to the right moment where you can speak. You talk about what truths need to actually come out. I thank you, Spirit. What is the oracle message for Pisces to help them get through and maneuver with this eclipse for what it is they want to manifest in their lives? They're really looking into when is the right moment, when to say, what to say, thinking about what needs to be said too, but it has to be truthful. It seems to be, the honesty is there, and the love is there. It's a match. You're equals. You fit. The king and the queen, they belong together, those two. Last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. So again, it's in the reverse. So it's a real challenge. It's being able to step up to the challenge is why it is in reverse, you know. It's a little difficult. And again, that's what this moon brings. This is why you're holding back, because you need to clear the mind. All these thoughts racing around. And we did see the Eight of Swords. I'm not sure if it was with you or if it was with Scorpio. I know I saw it somewhere in the shuffle. But then clearing your mind. This is where you go back and see what was done in the past. You take that time to work through what it is you really want to say, and you have the courage. Spirit is giving it to you to take that leap of faith when the moment is right, and you will know when it is. If you're worried about when, Spirit will push you when you need to move, and you'll get there, and you have that determination. And if it is about a third party that was in the mix here, it's changing, it's ending. That whole situation is totally different direction now. Moving away from and ending up of a cycle. So your partnership will understand because of what you say. It is all in what you say, when you say what you say, and who you're saying it to. Don't get me wrong, because I say is not so at all. It is your choice. You know that when is the right time, that what you need to say will be said, and the potential outcome is a victory because of what you're going to say. And then there's that practice of gratitude with the last quarter moon in Sagittarius. So you have the last quarter moon in Gemini for clearing up of your mind, and then you have the last quarter moon in Sagittarius. So the last quarter, let's take a look and see here in Gemini. Let's see what the last quarter represents. The energies of these cards represent conclusions and cleaning the old to make way for the new. Again, that's what the eclipse is doing here for you. Gemini, where's Gemini? Okay, so fretting is a sweet sounding word for feeling anxious. Drawing this card suggests that you or someone else or someone close to you is fretting. As you already know, this won't help you to move closer to your goals, as it means you're directing thoughts and energy into what you don't want rather than what you do want. Deliberately manifesting a goal comes from a happy place where you feel good. So focus on making focus on making a list of your concerns and then talk them through to clear your mind. This is far more likely to bring good results. Again, waiting for the right moment, thinking things through, having that conversation. Even if you have to talk to somebody else about what it is you want to say. I mean, I wouldn't suggest too much about talking to too many people since you're already holding back. Just be clear, be concise, be honest. Show your love and have faith that if it is meant to be, it will be. Let's see the last quarter moon in Sagittarius. What's that bringing in? Again, it's all about this eclipse in Libra. It's going to be push and pull, and you feeling anxious to step forward is a good thing. It's a good thing. It brings in good news. It means you're conscious of what you have to say and how you affect the next person. So practicing gratitude. The good news is that even though you have some issues that need tackling, they're nothing that you can't manage. More good news is that the best way for you to clear the air and reach a breakthrough right now, so you can get your life to go the way you want it to, is to have a good old-fashioned laugh. It's all too easy to take life too seriously. This card urges you to take a lighter approach to life if you want to manifest your dreams. Now, that's where she comes in. It's like that freedom, that sense of, I'm determined to do what I want. I'm going to have a good time, and I'm going to be happy doing it. That's where she comes in, because she's free. This is why she is classified as a third party type because she doesn't have any binds or bounds. She's just free until she decides to settle down. And this is where joy comes in, having that freedom to do whatever you want. So take it in that aspect. But again, I have to reflect on what brought this nervousness and this worry into play. Could be because of a third party situation for some of you. And you don't really want to go reflecting on the third party to bring in for a commitment to your potential partner. You want to just see where what you've done in the past with this partnership is where you want to reflect, and keep it simple and keep it honest, and really show your determination, your courage, and your depth of love. Really show that. Let that come out when you make that effort to set things right. And on that note, I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, Pisces. Again, check out that Scorpio read because it's quite similar to yours. Pisces. Till our next read, love and light.